everybody, this is Mateo, and speaking of Mateo, I was watching the beginning episodes of the second season of Pokémon, and on episode 89, there's a character, and it's a side character, but there's a character named Mateo in the show on episode 89, the Crystal Onyx. He was the guy trying to find the Crystal Onyx to make his glass work a whole lot better, to get that inspiration that his grandfather had. And it was so weird and awesome to hear a TV show character with my name, and you might think like, oh, it's not that weird, I have a name like Jeremy, and I hear characters named Jeremy all the time. Well, the thing is, my name is Mateo, it's not an English name. So, to hear my name in an English dub of a show like Pokemon, and it's Japanese, yes, but they had an Italian name in the English dub. They could have very well called him Matthew or Matt, but no, his name was Mateo, and that was awesome. It was just a weird thing that I was just like listening to it, and I was like, wait, what? Did they just say? And indeed they did, and that was fun times to be had. And yeah, we're almost done getting to the gym leader. Tombstoner. That doesn't even sound like a real move. There could be a move called Tombstone, but no. And funny enough, in the remakes it's called Tombstone-y. I guess they became wise of the little drug reference joke thing that they did there with Tombstoner. He's in a tomb and he's doing drugs, and yes, that's how that works. And Surf destroys everything. This gym shall become flooded, which isn't good because it's full of fire Pokemon, but then again, all the fire Pokemon already fainted. And here's our guy. Are these questions? No, they are not. They're just random little giant machines with 2 circles. But yes, here we have the gym leader. He is Blaine, he's the fire type one, and we better have Burn Heal. You just kind of ruined your entire look at me, I'm awesome kind of thing with that. I mean, I personally hardly ever get burned in this game, so it really isn't very much to worry about. However, I do get confused, and seeing as how Slowbro is not the brightest, he will most likely hit himself, but he did not this time. And see, his levels are lower than that of Sabrina's. She had all level 50s, and here's Blaine with a level 48. Even though he does have 4 Pokemon, still the argument is there that he is slightly weaker than Sabrina, provided we could get past this confusion. Come on, Slowbro. Yeah, there you go. And that was not enough, and he's probably going to heal now. Indeed, he did heal. Okay, well, at least we weren't confused when using confusion, although isn't that the whole point? I have no idea. And yeah, Slowbro is about to faint. Okay, weird thing with Surf. I guess it lagged or something. Oh wait, no, he only has 3 Pokemon, and one of them was only level 48, so yeah, he is slightly weaker than Sabrina. Actually, this one's level 50 and the other one is 52, so he probably is kind of equal to Sabrina. However, Fire-type Pokemon have a lot more weaknesses in this game than Psychic Pokemon do, so at least we have that. That was quick. Probably going to have Dugtrio do all the work because he's fully healed, with only 106 HP, mind you, but still. He is better off. Slowbro's about to faint. Level 54, okay. So overall his levels are slightly better, but that's kind of ruined by the fact that his Pokemon have more weaknesses in the form of water, ground, rock, and probably something else that I'm forgetting. No, I don't think so. Either way, we beat him with relative ease. And Slowbro almost fainted. Charmeleon or Ponyta would be best to use a Fire Blast? No! I'm actually going to use that TM and teach it to my Flareon, though. Because why not? I don't know, for whatever reason, it never learned Flamethrower. I'm guessing it's a TM that I have to teach it, but I could have sworn that Flareon learned Flamethrower on its own, but oh well. It really doesn't make much of a difference. We have other Pokemon that we could use, and Fire Blast, and Fire Spin if necessary. But either way, we can heal up after that victory, and with that, we now have 7 of our 8 badges. So hooray for that. We are nearing the end, somewhat, sort of. But first off, let's go back into the Pokemon Mansion and find that Growlithe that I'm missing, and I did not mean to read that sign. I was just kind of tapping the A button along with the beat and accidentally read that sign, but oh well. And cutting ahead to when I find a Growlithe, we are going to catch it in a Fire Spin so it cannot roar, and we will also slowly whittle away its health. And since Flareon is 15 levels higher, it is most definitely faster, so as long as we don't miss the Fire Spin, we should be fine, and we will be able to catch this thing. So, hooray, that's catching Growlithe easy. Unfortunately, in Fire Red, I did not have a Pokemon with Fire Spin, and Fire Spin doesn't work the exact same way in those games, thank goodness. So, yeah. Speaking of Fire Red, I'm currently in the Safari Zone, and oddly enough, I caught a Chansey, like, on my first try. No, it was like my third try. I ran into one Chansey in the area of the Safari Zone where it's 4%, and I threw a Safari Ball, missed it, it ran away, and then on the 2 encounters later, I ran into another Chansey, and 3 Safari Balls later, I finally caught it. Compared to all the other rare Pokemon in those areas, I have been having mass amounts of trouble catching them, and I've caught most of them. I just have Tauros left to go, and I just haven't had luck finding it at all, even though I'm in the area where you can find it 4% of the time. And I even found Kangaskhan like 3-4 times when it only shows up 1% of the time, so my luck really isn't going that great after the Chansey. So yay for that. Either way, we are quickly going over to Seafoam Isle. Some of you might know that there is a certain special Pokemon that we can catch there. However, I'm not going to catch it yet. I'm just going to go catch the other Pokemon that we can find there, now that I've finally bought some Ultra Balls. Yay. There are at least 2 that we can catch, and we will evolve them immediately, because they evolve at rather low levels. Well, somewhat low, it's not that bad. After battling some trainers, that is, because they're in the way, and experience, and screen time for Pikachu, because he doesn't get all that much. Although recently he has, because of all the water trainers, but whatever. It's just kind of luck. After this, Pikachu is kind of going to just not get much screen time whatsoever, because there's a lot of ground and rock Pokemon coming up. So, and Pikachu doesn't do anything against those guys. So, I hope you like Slowbro, basically, and sometimes Doug Trio, and maybe even the 6th member of my team. Oh, a bird trainer. That is, although he was on the dock, he wasn't like that cue ball in the ocean for whatever reason. And speaking of which, why are these people swimming this far in the ocean? I mean, isn't that kind of dangerous? I mean, waves and currents and getting carried out to sea. Maybe they are all carried out to sea, and they're incredibly bored because of that. So as soon as they see you, they battle you to Pokemon, and you beat them, and then they're both sad. And I didn't mean to use strength. I meant to use surf. There we go. I don't see how we could ride a Slowbro. I also don't see how it looks like a gigantic seal thing, but whatever. It shall be dealt with because of the limited sprite memory thing. I don't even know. But, oh, Pikachu's almost level 50. Has any of my Pokemon reached level 50 yet? I think Doug Trio might be. Or it's level... no, it's 48, I think. I don't know. Maybe... I think one of my Pokemon has reached level 50. However, I'm not sure which one, if at all. Maybe Hitmonlee, but then again, I haven't been using Hitmonlee all that much. I don't think so. I think Pikachu for once actually has the highest level out of my entire team. I'll have to make sure to look for that coming up when I send out other Pokemon. Oh, a seal. Seal's pretty cool. It's so blue though, and it has a blue tongue, which is incredibly strange. But whatever, we beat that junior trainer, and why is she wearing her junior trainer outfit when swimming? Whatever. Here we have the Seafoam Cave, and here we can catch a seal, which we just battled like 2 seconds ago. So I hope you like more blue tongue, because that's seal for you, and its tongue is always sticking out for whatever reason. Flareon's only level 45. Okay, so Flareon isn't level 50. But same old, we can use Fire Spin to weaken it. Especially since it's part water, it will resist it, and we won't kill it. So yay for that. I'm not sure about Seal, but I know that Dugong is a water-ice type. Seal might be just a pure water type, although I'm pretty sure it's water-ice as well. But there aren't a whole lot of ice types in the game. There's Seal, Dugong, Shelter, Cloyster, and then Lapras, and the special, and Jinx, and the special ice Pokemon. But you can't even catch Jinx in this game. In fact, you can only get one Jinx in red, and that's it for all 3 games. So there goes that ice type. But here we have this ice type, and ice type is incredibly useful for one of the Elite Four members, as well as other type coverage as well. And we also have Krabby, which is a Pokemon that Ash caught and then never used, and then all of a sudden used in the Pokemon League, and it somehow did a whole lot. So, oh well. It's a pure water type, definitely. And otherwise, it's not that great. It has a high attack stat, but it doesn't have very many water moves. Later on, it learns Crab Hammer. I'm not sure if it learns it in this generation, though. Probably does, but I don't know. And I thought of using it, but I don't know. It's just the whole pure water type thing. I already have Slowbro covering for the whole water thing. So I wanted something else that could do other than the water as well. But the water type is such a useful type that I'm going to have 2 water types, but they also have different subtypes. And also at level 31, Dodrio evolves. I almost didn't mention that. And then all of a sudden it becomes tripolar. Yay! And then at level 39, Grimer evolves, although I'm pretty sure it evolves at an earlier level because we caught it at level 38. It evolves immediately. Either way, we now have a slightly larger pile of sludge. Yay! Bad for the environment. Next up at level 28, Krabby evolves. So like I said, it evolves at a rather low level. So yay for that. I had to attempt it. I had to attempt the sound. And there's my attempt. And it becomes an even larger crab with a bigger claw. And Seal, who has a ton of HP, is rather defensive, but also has a pretty good special stat as well. Becomes a slightly larger Seal. And, well, it becomes a Dugong. Wow, I butchered that. So much for referencing the wild thornberries. They're not mermaids, they're dugongs. I didn't do the voice, I'm not even going to try. And at level 32, Horsey becomes a slightly bigger seahorse. Good job me, I was thinking it was called a horsefish. Yay, me. But no, it's literally seahorse, so yay. And Magneton suddenly grows 2 other magnet buddies out of the side of its face. And there we have Magneton. And next up, Goldeen, when becoming level 33, will evolve and become an even larger goldfish thingy. and we'll become Effiaseekin! Basically, I'm evolving all the Pokemon that I can before we go off to the next gym leader. And next up, we are heading down from Fuchsia to go back to the Seafoam Islands because there's a Pokemon that I forgot to fish for. So we're going to go do that once we get there. The thing is, in this game, in this generation, you cannot surf while... Well, you can't fish while surfing, as going to attempt, you see? So we have to go to an actual body of land to fish. So if we could not run into random battles, that would be great. And you're not what I want either, and you're only level 5. And by the way, this is my next team member, in case that wasn't obvious by the way I was talking about it. And it actually looks like a seal. So yeah, I wish it would know Ice Beam, but it doesn't learn that for a very long time, so we just have it have a Aurora Beam instead as its Ice-type move. I could teach it Blizzard, but the lower accuracy of that makes me slightly hate it. I also gave it Surf, and Takedown, and Rest. So that's basically the moveset behind my Dugong, and that was not a Staryu. However, this is a Staryu, so I'm cutting to when I found this Staryu right here. You know, it's strange that Misty uses it and you see it, and then you can't catch it for the longest amount of time, and then all of a sudden you can. And it's just... It's water psychic type, like Slowbro. It's like the least defensive version of Slowbro. It has a little bit more special, I think, to make up for that. However, it's not enough to make it that much better than Slowbro. However, the fact that it can learn, like, moves like, it could learn Thunder, Surf, Psychic, and Ice Beam. So it could be a very versatile attacker, which would make it nice. But, oh well, I already have Slowbro, and he's cool enough. And now with that newly obtained Staryu, we're about to make it a Starmie, by going all the way back to Celadon, going back to the department store, going up to the 4th floor, and buying a Water Stone. So hello, oh yeah, and we also want to get a Firestone for Growlithe, because that's how Growlithe evolves. And a Water Stone, and there we go. Money becomes pretty much useless by now, other than buying Ultra Balls, and maybe potions if you really need it. Otherwise, after you get the Porygon and everything else from the game corner, you don't really need that money all that much. You're not strapped for cash like you used to be when spending all that money at the game corner to get that Porygon. Either way, Growlithe becomes a much larger fire dog thingy, and Staryu will grow a second Starfish on its back, except for it will be reversed. And it will also become bigger. And grayish brownish, apparently. But that's it for this part, and I'll see you next time. Bye. After doing stuff. After flying to Viridian City, where our last gym is, and I will see you then. Bye.